They used to be the stuff of science fiction, glowing beams cutting through space battles and fantasy worlds. But today, laser weapons are real. They're no longer a movie prop, they're a budget line. Since 2017, the US has poured more than $7 billion into directed energy weapons, from ship-mounted systems to experimental jet pods. And now, the results are starting to show. In the past year alone, the US Navy fired a laser from a destroyer and melted a drone midair. Israel is preparing to field one that vaporizes incoming rockets for just a few dollars per shot. China unveiled a 250-kilowatt turret. Russia claims it can blind satellites in orbit. The missiles still roar, but the next wave of weapons is nearly silent. This is the new laser arms race, who's building what it can actually do, and why every major power suddenly cares. Helios, the laser that finally works. For decades, the US military dreamed of laser guns at sea. Now it has one. In 2024, the Navy's USS Preble, an Arleigh Burke-class destroyer, became the first warship to use a 60 kW laser to shoot down a drone during live testing. The system, called Helios, integrates directly into the ship's Aegis combat suite, replacing the forward phalanx gun. Built by Lockheed Martin, Helios combines 3 systems in one. A high-energy laser to disable drones or boats. A dazzler to blind enemy sensors. And long-range cameras for surveillance. Its modular design can scale up to 120 kW, giving destroyers a flexible, rechargeable weapon that costs only electricity to fire. Lasers don't replace missiles, they save them. As Vice Admiral Brendan McLean said, it's about saving missiles for when you really need them. For ships constantly under drone and boat attacks, every missile saved matters. Each laser shot costs a few dollars. And the magazine? It never runs out. Helios is still being tested, but it's already part of a broader fleet. Other Navy ships carry the 150 kW LWSD demonstrator and Odin dazzlers. If Helios holds up in service, it will set the standard for the next generation, from ships to jets and beyond. Shield, the laser that couldn't fly. Mounting a laser on a destroyer is tough. Mounting one on a fighter jet is almost impossible. The U.S. Air Force tried with Project Shield, short for Self-Protect High-Energy Laser Demonstrator. The goal, strap a laser pod to an F-15 and shoot down missiles mid-flight. From 2016 to 2022, the project made progress. Lockheed built the Lance laser, 30 to 50 kilowatts. Northrop handled beam control, and Boeing built the flight pod. On the ground, it worked. In the air, it never got that far. In 2024, the Air Force quietly canceled the project. Not because the laser failed, but because jets simply couldn't power or cool it. An F-15 would need around 250 kW of onboard power to sustain the beam. Far more than current engines can spare. Even a similar effort on an AC-130J gunship was scrapped. Still, the research wasn't wasted. Its technology now feeds into 6th-generation fighter programs like Next Generation Air Dominance and F/AXX, designed from the ground up with lasers in mind. Airborne lasers aren't dead. They're just waiting for aircraft powerful enough to carry them. Israel's Iron Beam, the first real combat laser. While others test, Israel is ready to deploy. Iron Beam, developed by Rafael and Elbit Systems, is a 150 kW laser defense system built to stop rockets, mortars, and drones. In 2025 tests, it destroyed all 3, burning through targets in seconds. It connects directly to the Iron Dome radar network, firing beams instead of missiles. Each shot costs about $2. Compare that to the $50,000, $100,000 price tag of a single Tamir interceptor. The savings are staggering, especially during mass rocket barrages. Iron Beam's range is roughly 10 kilometers. Its optics adjust for dust, haze, and desert heat, making it reliable even in Israel's harsh climate. Deployment is expected by the end of 2025, with mobile and airborne versions already in development. China, the fast follower. China's early system, Silent Hunter, is a 30 kW truck-mounted laser first designed for export. In 2024, Saudi Arabia used one to shoot down a hostile drone targeting energy facilities. But the real leap came with LY-1, a ship-mounted laser turret rated between 180 and 250 kW, potentially the most powerful naval laser ever shown. Unveiled in 2025, the LY-1 has appeared on Type 071 amphibious ships and military trucks. Beijing claims it can neutralize drones and short-range missiles that slip past traditional interceptors. But for now, it's still unproven. No footage. No public tests. Just bold claims, and a lot of smoke machines at parades. Russia, the blinding lasers. Moscow's systems focus less on destruction, more on disruption. Their main project, Peresvet, is designed to blind satellites orbiting up to 1,500 kilometers away. It's been seen near ICBM bases since 2018 but has never been verified in action. Russia also claims to field a smaller system called Zadira, meant to burn drones within 5 kilometers, allegedly used in Ukraine, though there's no proof beyond state TV clips. Why lasers matter, and why they're still hard. For all the billion-dollar hype, lasers are still fragile. They need enormous power, perfect optics, and flawless cooling. They struggle in bad weather. Dust, rain, or humidity can scatter the beam, and dirty lenses can kill accuracy in seconds. That's why most working systems are ship-based. Destroyers already generate enough power to feed them. Aircraft just can't yet. But the payoff is too big to ignore. Missile interceptors like Patriots cost millions per shot. Iron Dome missiles, tens of thousands. A laser shot? Around $1 worth of electricity. They never run out of ammo and can fire indefinitely, making them the ideal defense against cheap drone swarms and saturation attacks. Lasers aren't replacing missiles, they're protecting them. And in a world where a $500 drone can threaten a billion-dollar base, cost per kill is the only number that matters. The laser arms race isn't about who has the biggest beam. It's about who can fire it cheapest, longest, and most reliably. And that's why this once fantasy technology is quietly shaping the future of warfare, one silent shot at a time.